So there's this woman, and she's at a well. Why is she at the well? Well, this is a time where there's like no running water. I mean, like no faucets, no water bottles, no toilets. Dark days. Like, if you wanted water, which you need to live, you had to sometimes walk miles, carry a bucket, throw it in the well, pull it out with a rope, then carry this water all the way back home to live and do it every single day. All right. Only 3 more. Why is she at the well? Well, she has a need. When she's there, she meets Jesus. And she doesn't really know who he is or why he is talking to her. Like, it's very weird that he would be talking to her. But he is. And they start to talk about worship and what's the right place to worship and where we're supposed to worship. And Jesus basically says, you know, God really doesn't care about those things. What God really wants when we worship is that we would worship him in spirit and in truth. What does that mean? He doesn't really care so much that we're raising our hands and we look good, but he cares that our spirit is right and we're worshiping him from the inside out. He cares about the truth. It doesn't matter where you are, when you are, how it looks, or even if you feel like worshiping, that we would worship him in the truth of who he is, and that's good all the time. And as he's talking, she starts to recognize who Jesus is. Like, he's the Messiah. He's the King of Kings. And not only that, he's talking to her. He doesn't make her feel judged or excluded because of who she is or what she's done or what she doesn't know about God. But he makes her feel invited to worship, that she is called to be a part. Because that's who Jesus is. We all have these needs, and Jesus isn't just here to meet our needs just like this one time, but it's eternal. You see, Jesus isn't just a sip of water. He's the living water inside of us, continually refreshing us and meeting our needs and filling us. And because of that, we can't help but be different. Like, look at this lady's response. Like, she realizes who Jesus is for like very short conversation, and she leaves her water pot behind and she goes and she tells all of her friends about the Jesus she just met. You see, in that moment, her heart and her mind and her soul were transformed, and all she wanted to do because of that was worship.